This title is How Do You Make the Most of What You Got? But before I start, I got a Rubik's Cube. We're going to try to fill out another one side. As we go on, I want to kind of do 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Hopefully, we'll see. Lord willing, we could get it done. It takes a lot of, you have to really mentally be intentional with every movement. But how do you make the most of what you got? When you compare yourself to other people on social media, it's hard to make the most of what you got because you feel like you don't have much, right? But you have to get yourself out of that mind frame. You have to, if it hurts you that much, if you have that spirit of comparison, of envy, you are the one that needs to be off the phone as much as possible. You have to make the most of what you got. And you probably are making videos and nothing's hitting, right? I'm making videos for fun. You know what I mean? I'm making videos because it's fun. By the grace of God, I have wisdom, right? I've gone through a lot of things. I know some things. And I don't need this, This is just all right, God, you are calling me to make some videos. I felt stuck, right? And I just felt the push to kind of just make these videos, and here we are. But yeah, how do you make the most of what you got? Again, separate yourself from other people. What is it that you have to bring to yourself, to your life, right? Well, are you working? Are you satisfied with where you're at? Are you pursuing something a bit more beyond? How are your relationships? Even though that's really not the greatest importance, is at least obviously there's a time and a place and a season for those, right? But when you're in that pursuit, when you make that mind shift that I want to be somewhere better than I am today, it's going to take a lot of fixing the mechanical issues within yourself, and then you're going to realize everybody around you is no good for you. So I'm going to get to this. How do you make the most of what you got? It's quite simple. Too many people like to complicate things, and it's really not that complicated. I make the most of what I have by, 1, obviously not comparing myself to other people, and 2, knowing that I am of value and that in due season, my fruits will show in no time. I don't base my value. It's also from where do you base your value from? Do you base your value on looks? Do you base your value on how much money people have? Because if that's the case, then you're never going to win. You're always going to be in the negative. And that's already a bad place to start. You should base your value on your drive, on your willingness to succeed beyond any measure, knowing that God is favoring you if you continue in the process, right? I make the most of what I have by not giving up. As you know, I started with my cousin detailing. When I told you there's a mechanical issues where everything kind of spiritually, things happen within yourself, things happen. Clients were just dropping. They don't even know each other, and they're just all dropping at the same time. That's how I knew this life is beyond spiritual, right? So when you're not getting that acceptance, when you're not getting that recognition that not even that you deserve, but it's kind of like they're going by themselves. That's God working in your life. And I just started, focusing on myself. I kept reading. The more you read, man, the more you realize life. There's so much more to life that meets the eye. And I didn't know a lot of things, but the more I read, the more I was like, man, there's so much hope for me, right? And this is even before I started reading the Bible. And again, I'm not here to cater to just biblical scholars. I'm not here to I'm here to just share my life experience and how God has not only brought me closer to him, right, through Jesus Christ, his mighty name, right, but I'm here to give real advice, and we're almost there. So how do you make the most of what you have? It's not rocket science. It's just knowing that you're gonna get there no matter what. And the less you compare, the better it is. It's really that simple. Don't compare yourself. Don't see what they have. If you have a friend that has a business, or maybe you can start a quick car washing business, that's probably it's basic, it's humbling, it's not the sexiest thing, but trust me, it's pretty sexy when you're posting nice cars. Maybe you don't have the money to like showcase your nice watch, but hey, I'm showcasing other people's hard-earned, for the most part, right? Wink wink. I'm not saying all my clients are like, but it is what it is. It's just the truth. You're gonna you're gonna have service. If you provide a service, you're gonna provide service to anybody. You don't discriminate whether this person is blue, brown. He gets his money this way, she gets her money this way. Like, you're just gonna cater, right? And you can kind of put pieces together of what they do. But again, when you provide a service and you're good at it, that's all you're there to do. And if you can spark a good relationship in that midst, not only are they connected to you, like you're loving what you do, you love working with the people that it's a better relationship, rather than I provide this service and boom, it's just an exchange, like that's not sexy at all. So again, stop comparing. You're gonna get there, and just keep doing what you do. I'm trying to understand, like, how did I stop comparing myself to other people, and how did I make the most of what I had? Once you see steady progression, that's when you're already like, man, this thing is picking up. Now it's like, if you can get that solid foundation of your business, your clients' relationship, right? This stuff right here, this social media, this virtual reality is extra, man. Like, this should be your after. It shouldn't be your before, because this is such a, especially right now, it depends. You want to be solidified in that money coming in and covering your expenses, right? Then you work on this stuff on your free time. You see, it's raining right now, so I really don't have that much clients, but hey, by the time it stops, I already got appointments booked up, and that's what it's about. It's setting yourself up for success. Man, how can I do this? Okay, there we go. We got it. We got one side all white. So, and then the main thing is, do things that you like. Stop wasting your time on social media, scrolling. Yes, be conscious of, okay, I'm gonna put time limits on all social medias. I can't pass an hour, 2 hours. The moment it passes, let it notify me, and you can do that on your settings. But read. Get in that habit of wanting to read. Don't read things that you're forced to read. Read things that you're called to read, that you're led to read. I know biblical people and people that are very right, they're gonna say you have to do, you don't need none, right? But it's like, you're on social media anyways, you're hearing people, you've gone to school and they tell you to read history books, right? Might as well like read things that you are called to read. And in that drive and in that spark of liking reading and getting that muscle going, hey, now I may actually be interested in reading the Bible. That's how it works for me, and again, you're gonna have to get out of the mindset of stop worrying about what other people think, and that is another video in itself. And it's working on yourself, on your shadows, on your traumas, and that's where you get reading from, you know. A good place to start to read a book, for me especially, was Jordan Peterson, The 12 Rules for Life. You know, Beyond Order, his YouTube series of you know, his information is very like head knowledge, psychological. But if you're just getting in the doorway of that stuff, like, it's a good introduction, you know, until you realize God is beyond it's supernatural, right? His love, his grace, his presence, it's tangible. But we're trying to get you in the doorway, right? We're trying to get you to experience a real love for reading and your own pursuit of knowledge, not getting what other people are just laying on you. But yeah, make the most of what you got. Your life is short, super short. Might as well make some things that you can look back on, and make things that you like. Don't make things for this structure, and no, not me. I mean, I'm gonna do my best to stay within, right? But I think God called me to be not only me, and he has also trained me, like, in his spirit and through his way, right? When God calls you, he's gonna train you, right? But yeah, that's it. Don't compare yourself, and you're gonna get there pretty soon. When you get that confidence in yourself, you gain that momentum. You have some money coming in through the service you're providing, which may be just the best way to, like, gain that confidence. Maybe you're hitting the gym, you're reading, you're watching YouTube videos that are sparking more creativity, more inspiration. You're listening to people that have actually gone through it. Don't watch videos that just showcase people in nice cars and how much money you make. That's not what life is about. It's about who you become in the process. So keep your head in the game. Don't stop. Let's pop and lock and drop it.